Hi, it's Delusion Dispeller, and I want to answer a question from one of my viewers. She mentioned two words, Stockholm Syndrome and Codependency, and I think she's under the impression that they can be used interchangeably, or was asking if they could. In order for me to answer that question, I need to define what each one means. Now I'm going to give you my definition, but you can always look them up in a dictionary or a psychology dictionary or something. I also had something else I wanted to address after that regarding animals. Okay, excuse me. Stockholm Syndrome. What that is when a person is victimized, for instance, by somebody that captures them. They do enough good things for that person, for that victim, that when they do the bad things, the victim tends to defend the victimizer. You see that a lot in kidnappings, where a child is kidnapped, and because the kidnapper, they might abuse them in some way, physically or otherwise, and then they go out and buy them something that they really like. Like, say it's a little girl and she loves Barbie dolls. Well, the abuser will maybe sexually molest her, or beat her, or whatever evil thing that a molester does. And then he'll go out and buy her the latest Barbie doll with all the fashion accessories and whatever. So when that little girl is when the little girl's rescued and they question her about, were you abused and things like that, in her mind what she's telling herself is, well, I was beaten and stuff, but he bought me Barbie dolls, so he can't be all that bad. So it's kind of a way that the victim, almost like a defense mechanism or a self-protective thing, self-preservation. So they, in their minds, they paint the criminal or the victimizer as being okay, because even though he did these bad things, he also did good things. Sometimes they'll minimize the bad in their mind so that they focus on the fact that they did good things for them. That's Stockholm Syndrome. You see this a lot in abusive households with parents, and the person that wrote me said, I don't know if you really could use that term to describe a parent. I think I can, in the sense of what I just described. A parent that's abusive. For instance, I run across a lot of children that were abused, and child adults that used to be abused. And they still say, I love my mother, she's still my mother, or I love my father, he's still my father. Very normal response to from an abuse victim, especially an adult child or a child. In their minds, they see it as, well, they were in this role. They are parents, and I say that in parentheses because you all know my view on that. They were sperm donors or egg donors, not parents that abuse kids. Parents do not abuse their children. Egg donors and sperm donors that are abusers do that. So, anyways, when they are in those situations of abuse, being victimized by the parent, for instance, beaten or whatever. I'll give you a prime example. My ex-husband, narcissistic personality disorder was his diagnosis. His father was an extreme abuser, physically, sexually, other ways. And the guy is deceased now, so I can say this. My ex-husband defended him to the nth degree. If I said anything about his father, I was this terrible person. How can you put somebody's dad down? He's still my father. But never mind the fact that he tortured animals in front of my ex-husband when he was a child, made him do the same thing, abused family members, etc. But because his father also was a humanitarian and would give food to the needy or help the people stranded by the side of the road, he was able to basically justify it. Hold on, I got a phone call. Hello?